we've got some more this evening with the two highest scoring teams. Olympian Chelsea Gray, their franchise career assist. Packed house here on the for two explosive offenses and underway with Kelsey Mitchell. And it will be Jewel Lloyd initially with the defensive assignment. The skip to Aaliyah Boston. She has added that outside shot to her repertoire this season, and now she'll get a touch in the paint. Immediately doubled it.
Here first, and she's not a corner three-point shooter. She's more capable of scoring in the trail or in the slots from three, and she is very capable from three.
Here's Chelsea Gray, a part of that Olympic backcourt alongside Jackie Young. Off the hesitation, steps to her left, comes up a bit short. Mitchell
hedged by Boston.
Hull with the hesitation and gets to the right side of the rim.
The one thing Lexi Hull will do consistently for Indiana is sprint to the corner. She is excellent at running the floor ahead of the basketball.
Three-pointer is good from Jackie Young. Getting the most shots of her career this year, Debbie, and making the most of the attempts.
She is so improved from three and not afraid to pull it in transition or off the screen or behind the screen.
Gray rebounds the Mitchell miss. Inside, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Monique Billings.
Watch the... Jackie Young played with a lot of on-ball screens to the rim.
Parker Tyus gets the second to go, and a 5-2 start for Vegas. Here come the Fever, averaging over 93 points per game. That is on pace to set a new WNBA single-season record. Vegas not far behind at 90 a night, and a missed layup there from Billings.
You got to make sure you get back in transition.
Attacking in the lane, Parker Tyus off the window. They're going right after Aaliyah Boston.
And they should. They've got to get into the depth of Indiana on the front line.
Boston off the bounce, and she'll get a trip to the stripe.
Aaliyah.
All-Star game, along with Mitchell and Clark. Three Fever members will be in that starting lineup in Chicago. %85 at the line this year, and you see the numbers for her.
And so much face-up ability to her game. There's a lot of spots on the floor now. She can beat you offensively. Boy, Kelsey Mitchell did a really good job of not letting Chelsea Gray cut across the front of her face on that inverted post-up from the weak side.
Mitchell off the screen to that left hand.
Beth, that wide pin down action with her going left is unguardable. There's nobody in the league that can stop that.
You know, talk to Becky Hammond pregame, and that's going to be an offensive foul on the screen.
Really well done by a clear out on that strong side.
They go right back to the same play. Mitchell this time feeds Boston down low, misses on the first attempt, and then blows by to the left side as Parker Tyus was talking with the official.
In a one-on-one, that close to the basket, Aaliyah Boston wins most of those matchups.
Squares the score at 7. Corner. Three is good from Jewel Lloyd, now in her 12th season. And another former U.S. Olympian in the lineup tonight for the Aces. Mitchell this time to the right hand. Boston, nice pump fake. And she's drawing fouls in the lane. The floor is 2 fouls already on Melissa Smith. Boston that gets one of the Aces bigs in trouble early.
And Melissa Smith coming off that 29-point performance against Chicago in overtime the last game.
And tipped up and in.
I think Billings is going to get the credit for that, right?
And Indiana inches to within 1. Here comes Young with Mitchell defending, and that's off of Jackie's foot out of bounds.
Indiana doing a really good job defensively.
Got a fingertip in there. Loose ball, and Monique with the hustle play will get Mitchell a clean look, and she'll knock down the triple.
Kelsey Mitchell might be one of the most exciting in the league to watch. Never takes a play off, never changes her expression, just works.
Gray tries to counter. Kelsey, as good a scorer as she is, third in the league. She's 11 of 15 from downtown in her last 2 games, and here she is hitting an early 3 again for the Fever. Turner able to bother the shot. Young walked with it, and there was Lexi Hull forcing the turnover. Win percentage in league history for any of the coaches, now in 30 years of the W. Hull, Gray trying to stay in front and forced her to change the shot. Chelsea Gray across midcourt. They've turned it over in 4 of their last 6 possessions, and Chelsea will knock down the mid-range.
Beth, there's patience and there's dribble. Right there was both by Chelsea Gray. She gets snaked behind, and then she just keeps the dribble till she draws the matchup, gets to her spot, and drills the mid-range. Managing Asia Wilson.
Yep.
You know, you got the league's leading scorer, you got the 3-time MVP, but you're building for September and October, and you don't want to take a chance on Asia Wilson. She's too valuable of an asset.
And as Billings scores inside, Becky mirrored what Stephanie White told us this week. That's going to be a priority for Becky and their crew in the coming week. As good as these two are at scoring, the defense sometimes gets them in trouble.
Well, defense, you like to play out of it, right, if you can. And Chelsea Gray said they'll be working on their second and third options, too, in their offense. That's a pretty good one right there. Clear out for Jackie Young in a one-on-one.
Boy, the depth for Vegas. And here's Raven Johnson now, the rookie, on to run the point for Vegas. Billings has come out aggressively hunting her shots. That's exactly what Stephanie White is looking for from her. And now also into the ball game for the Aces is Kennedy Carter, who is one of the front runners for 6th Player of the Year. She is the best scorer off the bench right now in the league. And Billings missed the layup.
What a defensive play, though. And Kelsey Mitchell spotted up. I mean, that's great rotation in the second level after they showed a trap and recovered with a rotation.
Parker Tyus on the drive, and she'll get back to the free throw line against an Indiana team that allows opponents the most free throws in. That was the second foul on Billings. Hey, let's take a look at this. We'll be in Brooklyn to take on Brianna Stewart. It's Dallas in New York. It's Gino Auriemma and